day everyone, we are currently here in Copenhagen, Denmark. We took the SJ train from Stockholm to Malmo and then had to change because there was a problem with our train. Ran for our lives, got on a train, made it here. That's Tivoli, it's a theme park. Asta always complains that I ramble about random things when I talk. I just do, allow it. We are going to go stay in a pod hotel in City Hub, which we actually stayed in on the way back from Berlin. But we're going to stay there for the night, and then we're going to make our way all the way down to Amsterdam. We're going to be in Amsterdam for I think like 3 or 4 days, and then we're going to come up here, spend a day here, go up to Gothenburg, go to the theme park there. We're not going to Tivoli because they have an aquarium. Fuck you, Tivoli. Anyway, we're going to go walk to City Hub. It's quite late. It's like 8:30, something like that. Quite hungry, but let's go drop off our bags and then I will talk to you again. Sorry for rambling. Can't even see the thing. It's screen protected. Hello. Welcome to our hub. It's a very cool hub. This time we're on the bottom. Last time we were on the top. We usually get the chance to choose if you want to be on the bottom or top, but I guess they're full. They just assigned us a bottom one, which is cool because we've never been on a bottom one before. We picked up some food from Irma, which is the Danish coop, so got ourselves some veggie wraps. Our train leaves at like 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning, something like that. So hopefully we get rested and then we can take the train early in the morning. Maybe I'll grab some Max before we go. So a very, very long day tomorrow of about 12 hours of trains. We're in our room, it's air conditioned, it's fresh. Got fresh, organic, fair trade sheets. Got charging ports and a very, very nice shared, clean communal bathroom which uses Rituals body everything, so refillable toiletries. It's really, really nice. It's a very sustainable and cheap way of seeing places because you minimize your own land use. 1, you're stacked. 2, your room is small. 3, you've got communal workspaces, communal kitchens, you've got communal bathrooms. It's sort of like being in a hostel, but you've got a little bit more privacy and it's definitely a lot more upmarket and clean and fresh. Still very gentrified, but nonetheless quite nice. Asta looks bored of my rantings. Anything to say?
No.
Cool. Good morning. We are currently in Hamburg, Germany. We've got a changeover for about an hour and 40 minutes. So we get our next train, which goes to Osnabrück. Germany is a little bit gross. I went to the toilets at the station, which took forever for my card to work because nowhere in Germany takes card as standard. Everything is cash. It's an archaic, barbaric system. Got into the toilet. Someone had taken a dump in the urinal. There was this woman plunging the poop. Just disgusting. The toilets were moldy. It was just not good. And I think that's a very good way of summarizing Germany in my opinion. But nonetheless, I have higher expectations for Osnabrück. Hopefully it's nice. This morning when we were at Copenhagen station, I got some Max vegan chicken nuggets and chips, and I didn't eat it actually. I was really tired and I didn't feel so up for food, which is a good thing because there's basically no good vegan stuff. They've got some vegan sushi, it's contaminated with caviar, and these terrible, terrible looking vegan wraps. So we went to McDonald's, but McDonald's only had breakfast food. We made it to Amsterdam, checked into the City Hub hotel, and then just a few minutes walk away is this place called Meatless, what's it called? Meatless District. And this is a mojito. We've got some rhubarb drink and everything here is vegan. I ordered some chowder, which we'll see in a second. Asta ordered Caesar salad. Love having vegan stuff. There seems to be a bunch of vegan places around the hotel. Like there's just vegan signs everywhere and a few stores which, even if they're not ethical, seem to be advertising themselves as ethical. At Meatless District, we had some delicious chocolate coffee mousse thing, and now we're back outside the hotel. We picked up some bike keys, loud car in the background. We're gonna go biking, got a sign, not sign, a leaflet here telling us where we can park and all the rules and random stuff. And there's a cat. It's not the hotel's cat, but it just lives at the hotel and has since it opened 7 years ago. It's a very cute cat. It's called Herman. Everyone, it is day 2, or technically the first full day of being here in Amsterdam. We had some delicious pancakes at a place called Mr. Stacks, and just like with Meatless District, Mr. Stacks catered for Asta's nut allergy as well, so that was super good. I had some delicious sort of Dutch stroopwafel apple pie flavoured pancakes, and Asta had the classic with a lot of fruit and syrup, and they were fluffy and good, and I love pancakes. Now we are at the Rijksmuseet, whatever you want to call it. I don't know how you pronounce it in Dutch, but it's basically the, I guess, Empire Museum. We're going to see how much looted Indonesian and African and Caribbean goods there are here. Probably a lot, not as many as the British Museum. But yeah, it's a very beautiful place, and the garden's very nice, so I have to show you that later. It's like Empire Total War, but real life. It's so cool. So we just came out of the Rijksmuseum. We were there for like 3 hours. It was super cool. Lots of things about boats, lots of things about colonialism, pre-colonial art as well, lots of different artifacts, lots of Christian things. It was really fun. So here's a little montage of some of the things we did, because there's no way I can talk long enough to show you all of the videos. It's also super warm now. I don't know where we're going. We're just walking around. I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me. I think might get a snack, might try and get some ice cream, maybe, and then go find some bookstores. There's a lot of very cool bookstores, and books in Sweden are very expensive, and all the bookstores are together in the center of Amsterdam, which is super nice. Good morning everyone. Day 3, or full day 2 here in Amsterdam. We're back at Mr. Stacks getting some vegan pancakes. Asta got the classic stack again. I got a full English breakfast. Should be super good. Also got some boba tea, and Asta got a peach iced tea. Didn't really vlog that much yesterday after midday actually. We went to Wagamama's and the food looked really good. Had that and then felt violently sick afterwards. So we just went home and did nothing, really. We had some really good sushi from a vegan sushi bar, which is right around the corner from City Hub. But yeah, didn't do that much yesterday. Hopefully today we have a really good day. Don't get sick from any of the food. Had a really good breakfast. Later we're probably going to go see some various ethical clothing stores. Probably get something, maybe not, who knows. And then just walk around town, go to some bookstores, get some good food. There's some vegan junk food that we're probably going to pick up. Usually we're stuck at McDonald's on these types of travels. We haven't gone to McDonald's a single time yet, so that's kind of a win. Not a win for our wallets, but a win for our mental stability. But yeah, show you the food and see you wherever we are after this. So fucking delicious. We went to a shop called Verse. It was a really lovely store full of colours. The person had lush customer service energy, though it was a lot at all times. Super lovely road though, really close to Mr. Stack's pancakes. So if you're in Amsterdam, highly recommend just walking there. Lots of local nice stores. We bike back into the town centre. We're by Used English Bookstore. It is the largest used English bookstore in all of Europe. It's got about 50,000 titles. They are lacking philosophy and politics though, because philosophy and politics readers don't like to give their books back, whereas everyone else doesn't care. They just return them. Politics and philosophy people are a bit stingy and like to have their little collections. So not quite sure how much we'll find, but if there's anywhere in Europe where we'll find them, guess it's gonna be here. It's also next to a coffee shop, so everything smells like weed in this city. Anyway, to the bookstore. It was a really nice bookshop. It was completely packed, although it didn't have much philosophy. Everything did smell like weed, but nonetheless a very exciting, nice bookstore. After that we went over to Misha Eco Shop, which was a very cute, cozy looking shop. I have no idea why we went here, and I'm sure we bought some things, but it's like a year later when I'm making this voiceover, so I absolutely have no idea. We went to the vegan junk food bar. I got some fish and chips. Asta got herself a burger and they were really tasty. And then we went over to some more bookshops. This whole vlog is basically bookshops and then food and then bookshops and then food with a random store or two thrown in. Been walking a lot. It's really warm. Went to some nice stores. Didn't really get anything. And now we're at the main square. Madame Tussauds. A random tram. A building, which I don't know what it is. A food truck coming at us, and all the way in the distance over there is the museum we went to yesterday. Food truck again. Amsterdam has so many vegan restaurants and cafes, I mean so many, and it also has so many random ethical-ish places and so many bookstores. Books. We're at a restaurant called Dear Mama, but not deer as in writing a letter, deer as in the animal. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. We ordered a sharing nachos platter and it was absolutely huge and very filling. And now our mains have come. I've got a crispy fried chicken burger and I've got curly fries. Paid the €1 extra for the curly fries, but you all know that it's worth it. And then Asta has got some, what looks like black bean burrito, not burrito, tacos, am I right? Yes, guacamole, corn, looks good. And also, got my delicious Fentimans. Classic rose lemonade. I feel it's going to be delicious. It was very crispy, it's very fresh. And the bread is really fluffy. It's really good bread. Good morning. It's day 4, full day 3 here in Amsterdam. It's around midday. We woke up, got out of bed a little bit later than usual. Biked over to a little, what's it called, supermarket, organic supermarket called Eco Plaza. It's not completely vegan by any shot at all, but it is completely organic. And there was a decent amount of vegan selections there. So I got myself a vegan sausage roll, and I'm currently eating this vegan oats cookie. The oat cookie, don't recommend it. Sausage roll, pretty good though. I also have a brownie and some pie thing, and I don't really know what's in there. And Asta has got some yogurt. So hopefully that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not very...
Damn, you ate that fast.
Yeah, it's so good. It's raspberry passion fruit.
Nice. And don't really know what we're going to do today, but we'll cycle into town. It's our last full day here. We're leaving very early tomorrow, back to Copenhagen for a day. So we'll see, but we'll take you along. We went to a vegan store called Vega Life, and in the back they had a lot of books, so we bought ourselves some vegan propaganda. We then went back to Dear Mama, because their food was so good, and Asta got herself a nacho platter all for herself. I got myself some vegan chicken waffles, super crispy, super good, poured maple syrup on there. It was delicious, but I felt very American. And then I had some ice cream with some stroop waffles. The stroop waffles were very stroopy and very hard, but it tasted good, even though my teeth hurt a little bit by the end of it. But I can't complain. It was delicious. I did it to myself. It was a lot of sugar for one day. I told you this was just books and food. We then stopped off at a store around the corner, and then this is just me showing you a little tour of the hotel bathrooms, which are very pleasant and very clean. For dinner, we decided that we'd go to the vegan sushi bar just around the corner. We had amazing sushi. Basically everything we ate on this trip was so good, and the best sweet potato fries that I think Asta and I have ever had. We talk about it to this day. Good morning. So now we're in Hamburg. How did we teleport from Amsterdam to Hamburg, I hear you ask? Well, on the last full day of being in Amsterdam, we didn't really do much. We just went around to a few shops, ate some good food. I mean, to be honest, we went to like one museum and that's about it, and ate a lot of really, really good food. So the train travel today, we woke up very, very early, like 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock, something like that. Took a tram, took a metro, got to Central Station, couldn't get through because the barcode wasn't working, got let through by a guy who was working there, took the train from Amsterdam to Osnabrück. We left a longer window than we needed to, so there was a train I think 18 minutes or so after we were supposed to get there. We got there 15 minutes late, so we actually had a 3-minute window where we could have made it, but we didn't choose to get on that train because you never know, if we were later it would have messed up the rest of our travels. So we waited, and then the train that we were supposed to take from Osnabrück was half an hour late, so we were there for like 2 hours waiting, but it was fine. Went from Osnabrück now to Hamburg. I just did some work on the train. I shouldn't be doing work, I should be on holiday, but it's just so fun. I love work. And please give me a raise. And now we're at Hamburg at a place called Vincent Vegan, which is a vegan restaurant, fast food restaurant, which we accidentally found actually in Berlin one time when we needed to find a bathroom at a shopping mall, and there was just a place called Vincent Vegan, and we're like, what is this? Everything is closed, except for this one place. So then we found out they also have one at Hamburg station. We tried to come here before, but they closed at night time. We tried to come here last time we were here, but they weren't open yet because it was too early, and finally we're eating here again. So we both ordered some fish and chips. I had some fish and chips a few days ago at Vegan Junk Food Bar. The one here is a lot less fishy, but to be honest, the whole point of vegan food is that it tastes good, not necessarily that it replicates non-vegan food. This is a lot of rambling again. I guess I'll see you when the food comes, and I'll see you on the next train to Copenhagen. For some reason, Denmark has these Cyclops-looking trains, but they're very lovely on the inside. The journey was great, and once we arrived in Copenhagen, we got some food, checked into the Pod Hotel, and then the next morning made our way over to Copenhagen Green, a vegan shop just down the road from the hotel, before making our way into town, where Asta made this face, and then did a happy dance by the jellyfish. We made our way onto the main road in Copenhagen and went into the Tintin shop. We then went into this church, which was selling erotica books, because why not? And these ice lollies were slightly disappointing, at least mine was, because it was only coated in chocolate, and I was expecting actual ice cream. And next thing you know, we were on a train to Gothenburg doing some work. Good morning. So, I don't think I recorded anything in Copenhagen, but we were there, we went around, we walked on Strøget, the main shopping street, went to the Tintin store, and then we took the train to Gothenburg. And now it's the next day. We had good food yesterday, and by good food I just mean Max and McDonald's. It was just fast food, it was kind of shit. If you can't tell by the background and the screaming children, and the bells, we are at a theme park. We're at Liseberg in Gothenburg. It's really cool. I've been here once before, Asta's been here a number of times, we've never been together. This is a new place, it's called Luna Park. Super beautiful. I am soaked from the flume ride, that was the first thing we went on. The park is just opening up, it's still early in the day, it's probably going to rain later, but that might be good for us, because it might mean less people at the park. We're just out here in Luna Park, it's very beautiful, it's very fun. We just went on that thing. I don't really know what it is, but it was fun. Anyway, I'm not sure what Asta is going to come on with me, but I'll probably go alone on a few things. But there are lots of fun things that we can do together. Lots of vegan food here, fortunately. We're only 8 minutes walk from our hotel as well, so really good location. And yeah, take you along for the day, but not on any of the rides because I didn't take my GoPro. So you'll just have to watch from a distance. We went into this poisonous garden where you probably shouldn't eat the plants, but to be honest, should you eat the plants at any theme park? Probably not. Asta didn't want to join me on all of the rides, so I sat next to these random people and in typical Swedish fashion, didn't speak to them once, but it was a very fun ride from what I can remember. That was a really bad sound effect. Oh Jesus, I hate myself.
How was it?
It was good. Every time I came down, all I could think about was, it smells like popcorn. It was really good. The water rides were really fun. We did go on them quite a few times. The candy shop was also very pretty, but nothing was vegan, and I definitely got a concussion from these bumper cars. There's a restaurant called the Green Room here at the theme park, and it's 100% vegan. Everything is free from animal products. It's a buffet, so we need to check if they have nuts or anything so Asta doesn't die. We're in the Green Room. It's really cool. Completely vegan. Everything except for one thing is nut free. That thing that has nuts doesn't actually have nuts, it just has traces of nuts potentially. So pretty safe for Asta, which means both of us are happy. We got ourselves some strawberry lemonade, strawberry mint lemonade as well. It's very fancy, it's very nice, the food's really good. It's a buffet, so I'm going to be here for a really long time. I'm going to eat, and then I'm going to wait for a while until I'm not hungry. I mean, until I am hungry. And then I'm going to eat again. Because free food, not free food, buffet food, but basically free food. It's amazing. This was some really good blueberry cake pie dessert thing, and Asta looking very cute in this peacock chair. We went on this spinny ride, which was super fun, because I think I'm pretty good at spinning. Look how much I'm enjoying this ride. And then suddenly, I wasn't enjoying the ride, and I had a really big headache for the rest of the day. Mistakes were made, but definitely worth it for the videos. I look very concerned. To be honest, I have no idea what this roller coaster was about, but it was slow enough that I felt that I could take my camera out. I hope it was allowed. They had these pedal things, but pedaling faster didn't actually make it go faster. And we had this very nice view of the theme park before I tried my best on this sledgehammer thing and didn't do very well. And then we left the park. It was time to go home and probably eat some more junk food. Hello, it's been many months since Asta and I went to Amsterdam and all the places in between. All I do is hold the camera and ramble, and Asta does all the difficult editing and forces me to do this voiceover, which I've been putting off for also many months. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog nonetheless. It's a little bit different where Asta decided to combine all the days into one, so I hope you enjoy this format. I really loved being in Amsterdam. Well, once again, I forgot to sign off, so I'm really sorry for that. You'll have to see if I remember to say goodbye in the next travel vlog, which will probably come out one day in the future. I'll have to force Asta to throw something together again, but much appreciated. I look forward to more vlogs, more fun travels, more sustainable travels, food and books probably. But I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll say adios for now. Adios for now.